Hi, my name is Shelley Birkett-Alls. I'm an occupational therapist and I work for Hemispheres Movement for Learning. Today I'm going to share the next level of activities that you can do to help stimulate the sensory arousal in the hand, which can help with the development of fine motor skills and also support the development and the control for a pencil grip. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust the camera so you can see my tabletop. Okay. In order to do this, what you will need is either a piece of non-slip matting. It can also be done on the floor. You can place the marbles on a tray and contain them in a way so they don't move all over the place. Your children can be sat upright, or they can be laid on their tummy, lifting up their arms to interact with the marbles, but ideally keeping their legs nice and straight. You'll need some kind of device or object that they can capture their marbles in. So what we're going to do, the palmar reflex sits in the centre of the hand, and we're just going to rub around in the circles here. And then you're just going to pull out here and pull out there. So we're just going to stretch this part of the hand, rubbing in here, and then just pull out the fingers. You can then just squeeze 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and do that to each finger. Also make sure you do both hands. The massages will help just wake up the system. Typically, we think of fine motor skills to do with the flexion and extension of the fingers, and children will often have practiced that an awful lot. So I just want to show you some things that you can do just to extend a little bit further. So, in order to get good stability in the hand for handwriting, we need to strengthen some small muscles in the hand called the interosseal muscles, and their responsibility is to open and close the fingers in this pattern. Keeping the wrist and the forearm and everything still, it's just the ability to open and close, and you'll see that they move away from this middle finger. The middle finger keeps the midline and the other fingers move away and come towards that finger. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice that movement. You have two hands, so really we're looking for symmetry. If your children have difficulty using both hands at the same time, practice one and then the other, but always make sure that you do both hands, because we want to make sure that the central nervous system has choice to which is the dominant hand, and it has the opportunity to establish the control to both sides, not just one. So what we're going to do is you're going to get your children to put their hands here, and they're going to bring their fingers in, keeping their fingers nice and straight. Lift up the marbles and put them in a pot. So bringing the fingers in, lifting up the marbles, keeping the fingers straight and putting them in a pot. What you may see is when your child goes to lift up, they may start to curl their fingers, and that's because they're using muscles here. So we just want to help them rest their forearms on the floor, pick up and practice this pattern of movement. So the marbles are a good way. If you've got a few children at home, they could have equal number of marbles and it could be a little race. You could just have fun with it. If you're worried about using marbles, in case your children are likely to put them in their mouths, you can do the sensory stimulation using lentils or pearl barley. Alternatively, you could put the marbles inside a laundry bag, seal it up and just stitch up the ends so they can't get any out. So this is to practice this pattern of movement in the fingers. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, I would really appreciate that you like it. I will start to put together some other videos for you which will take your children on further than the interosseal control. What we'll need to do is to practice this. Ideally, if you could do it at least 5 times a week, it will really help the brain and the fingers work together in readiness to create more stability in the hand and for the next set of exercises. Thank you for watching, Please share if you think it will be useful for other people. If you would like further information, you can go to www.hemispheres.org.uk. Thanks so much.